President Trump is on his way back to Washington after what he calls an amazing meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping. The two met for nearly 2 hours in South Korea overnight. Let's go to Doug Luzader live with some takeaways from their meeting. Doug, good morning.
Brooke, good morning. According to the president, both China and the United States are taking a step back from an all-out trade war, and he says a signed trade agreement may not be far behind. President Trump boarding Air Force One for the long flight home from South Korea, wrapping up this trip with a flourish, he says.
Overall, I guess on the scale of from 0 to 10, with 10 being the best, I would say the meeting was a 12.
Good to see you again.
That was a reference to his headline-grabbing meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping. And behind that handshake, apparently, were some concessions on both sides.
It's a great honor to be with a friend of mine, really for a long time now.
The niceties aside, both sides lowered the temperature, with China agreeing to buy U.S. soybeans and allow the export of rare earth elements.
We do not always see eye to eye with each other.
And while Xi noted the ongoing tension, the U.S. agreed to lower some of the Trump administration's tariffs put in place to get China to stop selling chemicals used to make fentanyl.
Based on his statements today, I reduced it by 10%, so it's 10% instead of 20% effective immediately. I believe he's going to work very hard to stop the death that's coming in.
But there are some skeptics who have seen Xi fall short time and time again.
We do not want to be Charlie Brown kicking the football with Lucy, because Xi Jinping has pulled that football back multiple times from multiple American presidents, and it's got to stop.
And President Trump says he plans to visit China in April, with Xi coming to the U.S. at some point as well. Brooke.
Hey, Doug, switching gears just slightly here. President Trump also says he's ordered the Pentagon to restart nuclear weapons tests. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, he mentioned that on, I believe it was Truth Social, even before the meeting with Xi. So it seemed as though it happened outside of that meeting. And then he talked about it afterwards on the way back to the United States, indicating that this is a matter of the U.S. keeping up with other nuclear-armed nations. He says he's doing it very reluctantly. He wants to see fewer nuclear weapons, not more, but he says this is necessary from a national security standpoint.
All right. Doug Luzader reporting live for us in Washington. Thank you.